Hello, everyone. Welcome to Everything Arsenal and welcome to the match build-up for Manchester United against Arsenal. Big game, man. This is a huge game. This is a game you do not want to lose. It's nicknamed the El Tritaco. It's nicknamed the social media derby because in case you lose this game, you might not be able to get on Twitter, you might not be able to get on Facebook, you might not be able to get on Instagram for a couple of days, maybe even a couple of weeks. That's how bad it is to lose to Manchester United. You cannot afford to lose to Manchester United. It's usually very bad. It's been bad for over 30 years. But recently, since they've not been in good form, we just definitely we can't let them beat us. We just can't let them beat us. We also have a chance to get into the top four. What's better than that? We have a chance to get into the top four. A win against Manchester United and we are into the top four. When was the last time Arsenal was in the top four? Can you guys even remember the last time Arsenal was in the top four? Personally, I can't even remember when the last time was. So the team news is still not out, still 5 minutes to go. Let me know in the comment section if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. What are you expecting from this game? Do you think Arsenal will win? Do you think it will be a draw, a dull draw, a nil-nil draw, or a high-scoring draw? Do you think United will get the better of us? I think they've only won like one game, like since Ronaldo's debut. I think since then they've won like another 2 games only. Like it's been a while since they've won a game. So do you think they'll finally beat us? They also have a poor record at home. I'm at Old Trafford, obviously losing to City, obviously losing to Liverpool. They've also lost to Aston Villa. They drew with Everton, so they haven't been good at all. Manchester United have not been good at all, especially at home. They used to have a good away record until recently when it was ended against Leicester. So let me know, what are you expecting from this game? Are you expecting a win, a draw, or a loss? And also, who is the most important player in today's game? Is it Aubameyang if he starts? Is it Thomas Partey? Is it Tierney? Is it the guy who's making Cristiano Ronaldo? We'll go through all that as we wait for the team news. So still 5 minutes to the team news. As I said, we have a chance to get into the top four. We haven't been in the top four, I think, since the start of last season. That's over a year ago. We rarely get any chance of getting into the top four. And not only that, if we win this game, we are 8 points above Man United. You never know. Those are the teams you're competing with. If you're ever going to get top four again, if you're ever going to compete for the top six this season, we have to create a gap between us and Manchester United, between us and Tottenham, between us and Leicester. Those are the kind of teams we should be watching. And West Ham as well. Recently, they have a very, very good battle against us always. So we have to try and beat those teams or create a gap. And if we get past this game, next up we have Everton away from home, an Everton team that is absolutely struggling. So if you can get back-to-back wins away from home, these games, we usually never win these games. I think in Premier League history at Manchester United, we've only won like maybe 4 times since 1992 at Old Trafford. That's how bad our record is. But in terms of overall record recently, we actually do well against Manchester United. It's been last season we beat them at Old Trafford. At home we drew 0-0. Obviously, Saka didn't play in that game. We were missing a lot of players in that game. Saka could obviously miss from today as well. The previous season we drew at Old Trafford. We beat them at home. We also beat them at home the previous season again. I think they've not scored a goal at the Emirates Stadium for 3 consecutive visits, and at their place, I think they haven't beaten us for 2 or 3 games. So we actually have a decent record. But which players will we be depending on today? So we are still waiting for the team news. 4 minutes to go. What kind of weaknesses should we be targeting at Manchester United? One is set pieces. Manchester United, since last season, they've been conceding a lot of corners, conceding a lot of free kicks. For example, in the Villarreal Europa League final against them, they conceded from one, a free kick. This season, they lost to Aston Villa from a corner. They conceded a free kick again against Leicester, so they're not good at set pieces. On the other hand, Arsenal has actually improved in terms of set pieces. We're actually scoring more. There's a time this season we had scored the most set pieces. I think right now West Ham is above us now and a couple of more teams. I guess we've scored a few corners. So if we can take advantage of that, I know Maguire could be back. He should start probably for them. The likes of Ronaldo who are good at heading ability, they are all very, very good. So we need to take advantage of that, though. We have the likes of Gabriel, who's powerful from headers. Thomas Partey seems to have practiced that. He's been a threat for us in the opposition box. Aubameyang, like I said, not so much, but we just need players to spoil for De Gea, to spoil for the likes of Maguire, create this disruption in their box. That's what we need to do. So we need to take advantage of their set pieces. Second, we need to take advantage of Maguire and Lindelof and whoever else is playing at centre back. If Aubameyang starts, I hope we can use his space, and I hope he actually takes his chances this time round if he goes past the defenders, because Maguire is slow. If Maguire can't match up to Aubameyang's pace, he can't match up to Smith Rowe's pace. He can't match up to Saka's pace if he was playing. They will definitely struggle. So if you can put Maguire under pressure the first few minutes, let them drop back a bit, create more chances. This is obviously not the United you've seen over the last 20 years where they've beaten us 8-2. We've had some terrible times at Old Trafford. You Arsenal fans watching this would know. Over the years, we've had some terrible times at Old Trafford. The 8-2, there was a 6-1. There's a time they beat us 3-0. And Ronaldo was part of that back in the 2000s. He always scored against us as well in the Champions League, in the league. But this is not the same United. Like, there's no Evra, there's no Park Ji-sung, there's no Rooney, those kind of players we used to fear. Especially at the back, there's no Vidic and Ferdinand. It's now Maguire. Actually, do you guys want Maguire to start, or don't you want him to start? Do you think he's actually a good defender for them if he plays? Do you think we'll struggle to get past him, or are you actually praying that Maguire starts so that you can beat them? How are you feeling about that? Because for me, I really want to know. I really want to know the team news, and the team news is 1 minute away. Make sure to comment down your prediction. Make sure to comment down your score prediction. Comment down your score prediction. For me personally, I was thinking 2-2. I'd still go with that, but let us the team news first. Maybe that could make a difference. It's going to be very interesting to see who starts in this game. It's not an easy game. Listen, even if United lose 20 games in a row and Arsenal win 20 games in a row, in the 21st game, if we go to Old Trafford, it's still going to be hard. It's always going to be hard against Manchester United. And obviously, I think the interim manager will be watching from the stands. Carrick's last game as well in charge, his third games as well. So it's going to be interesting. But the team news is out. Let's start with Man United. Man United have De Gea in goal. They have Telles at left back. They have Dalot at right back. So no Wan-Bissaka for Manchester United. No Wan-Bissaka and no Shaw for Manchester United. That is very interesting. Maguire and Lindelof at centre back for Man U. In midfield, they have Fred and McTominay. The guys United fans don't like a lot. They have Sancho on the right. They have Bruno Fernandes in the number 10 position, and they have Rashford on the left. And then they have obviously Cristiano Ronaldo up front, as we expected. On the bench, they have Bailey, Jones, Henderson, Lingard, Mata, Van der Beek, Ahmad, Greenwood, and Martial. So that's Manchester United. We're not here to talk about Manchester United. We obviously have to talk about Manchester United, but we have to take a look at Arsenal's team first. But it's interesting. Wan-Bissaka and Shaw are both not playing for Man United. It's very interesting. Arsenal's team, as always, Arsenal's Twitter admin is very slow at putting out the team. So let's look at any leaks that are there. But Wan-Bissaka and Shaw are both out of this game. Arsenal's team is finally out. We have Ramsdale in goal, Tomiyasu at right back, Tavares starts again, so no Tierney. Ben White and Gabriel at centre back. We have El Neni is starting next to Thomas Partey. Interesting. Martinelli is starting. Interesting again. On the left, Odegaard is starting again. Very interesting. And then Smith Rowe on the right, or maybe on the left, Martinelli on the right, and then Aubameyang up front. So for those who wanted Aubameyang to be dropped, sorry, he's not dropped. On the bench, you have Okonkwo, so no Leno on the bench as well. Tierney, Holding, Niles, Lokonga, Pepe, Saka. Saka has made the bench. That is good news. That is a bit of bench power from the bench, like with Lacazette, Saka, Pepe, and also Nketiah is on the bench. So that is very, very interesting. A bit of a few shocks in both teams. Both teams. I can see you causing the chat. How are you? Also says Man United 2, Arsenal 1. Khalid says good luck, Gunners. Let's hope so. I'm good, Cozy. I'm good. I'll be better if we get something from this game. So as I said, Arsenal's team is Tavares on the left, Gabriel, White, and Tomiyasu at right back, Partey, El Neni, Odegaard in midfield, Smith on the left, Martinelli on the right, Aubameyang up front. When was the last time Martinelli started a game? It's been a while. What an opportunity for him. Ronaldo, Fernandes, McTominay, Sancho, Fred, Rashford, Telles, Maguire, Lindelof, Dalot, and De Gea for Manchester United. So a couple of shocks here. From that team news, do you think does that change any of your predictions? Does that change any of your predictions? So I'll just type in the team in the chat. Let me just type in the team in the chat. Arsenal's Arsenal team. Let's see, Arsenal team. Ramsdale starts. Listen, the defenders are good at Arsenal, but obviously we'll still need Ramsdale to be at the top of his game. You'll expect the likes of Ronaldo to get a few chances, maybe 2 or 3 for himself. So you can't keep Ronaldo quiet for 90 minutes. That will be very hard. So we need Ramsdale to be at the top of his game whenever he gets his chance, whenever he gets that chance. Rashford as well, Bruno Fernandes. We have to watch out for all those players. We have to watch out for all those players. So a few shocks in that Arsenal team. I did not expect Elneny to start. I did not expect Tavares to start. I also kind of did not expect Martinelli to start because we are just not used to Martinelli starting. He's a good player, but you're not used to him starting. So let's type in Arsenal's team in the chat. I said Smith Rowe, Martinelli. And are you guys happy that Martinelli is starting? Let me know that. Are you guys happy that Martinelli is starting? So that is Arsenal's team. To this Arsenal's team: Ramsdale, Tavares, Gabriel, Ben White, Tomiyasu, Partey, and Elneny. Listen, the last time we went to Old Trafford, it was Partey and Elneny in midfield, and we won the game. That day, Partey made Elneny look good, basically. You couldn't have imagined that was Elneny playing. I thought it was Busquets next to Thomas Partey. So for us to, if we can repeat that, that would be fantastic. Partey, Elneny, Odegaard is the number 10. So we have a number 10 to create the chances, hopefully. And then Smith Rowe, Martinelli, and Aubameyang. So very interesting team news. For United as well, no Wan-Bissaka, no Shaw. Can we take advantage of that? Can we take advantage of that? Tactical says Elneny did well last season against United. This game is so unpredictable. It's scary. It's always so scary to Manchester United Tactical. I hate this game. This is actually, I don't know about you, but there's a part of me that even if you ask me which one would you rather lose to, Tottenham or United, I mean, we've lost to Tottenham a few times over the years, like recently the last 6-7 years. But I don't even think it hurts as much as United beating us because, United make us feel like we've lost that game. Literally, if you're going to school on the next day, you can't go. If you're going to work on the next day, you can't even go. Yes, Martinelli starting. Happy. So Tactical is happy. Let us know in the chat. Are you happy that Martinelli is starting? So as we are talking about that game last season, this was the game. Partey did very well. The way he marked Paul Pogba out of the game completely. Obviously, Paul Pogba is not here this time round. McTominay and Fred are starting, but he did very, very well in that game, Thomas Partey. This is a game where we definitely need Thomas Partey. If you take out Thomas Partey from that team, the team looks very, very different. The team looks very, very different. So on the bench as well, Saka has surprisingly made the bench. So hopefully we don't need him. I would love him to rest a bit because I don't want us to be 2-0 down by the 50th minute and then we are rushing Saka to come in and help us. And then you know what happens in situations like that? You end up losing 3-0 and then Saka gets injured again and then you get a double blow from that game. I don't want that. So let's hope we don't need him. Let's just hope we don't need him in this game. Let's hope we don't need him in this game. I'm trying to get the team from SofaScore so that I can put it on screen. Someone says prediction 2-2 Canon for the evening. How are you? What do you make of the team news, Alex, and Tactical as well? And what else have I seen in the chat? Cozy, Khalid. Also, what do you guys all make of the team news? Last season, I'd like to know what our team at Old Trafford was last season. Allow me to check that. Let me check what our team was at Old Trafford last season. Man United, nil, Arsenal 1. Let's check what our team. I know Elneny and Partey both started. I think Gabriel started as well. That's one of the main reasons why we won that game. And they say there were no fans. This time around, there are fans. Let's see if it makes the difference for them. So last season, we actually started with a back five at Old Trafford. Back five. It was Leno in goal, Tierney, Gabriel, and Rob Holding as the centre backs. That was last season. Saka played as the left wing back. Bellerin played as the right wing back. We had Elneny and Thomas Partey in midfield. And then up front, we had Aubameyang, Lacazette, and I'd already forgotten about this guy, Willian. Willian started for us up front with Aubameyang and Lacazette last season. And we managed to win the game. All the front three went off. Niles came in. Mustafi, you're still there. He came on, and also Nketiah came on. United last season, they had Rashford, Greenwood, Fernandes, McTominay, Pogba, and Fred. Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire, Shaw, and De Gea last season. So how many players do Arsenal have from last season's game in this game today? Gabriel, Partey, El Neni, Aubameyang. Only 4 players who started for us last season are starting today at Old Trafford. For Man United, Maguire, De Gea, Lindelof, Fred, McTominay, Fernandes, Rashford. United have 7 players who started last season starting today in the same game. So you can see we've made a lot of change from our team from last season. Like there's no longer, Mustafi is no longer here. Holding does not play these days. Saka is on the bench. Tierney is on the bench. Bellerin is no longer here. Willian is no longer here. So we've made a lot of changes from last season's team. But let's hope it's the same result. Let's hope it's the same result. Pogba gave us a penalty last season. Let's hope he can make another similar mistake like he did last season. We do not want to lose this game. You do not want to lose to Manchester United. So that was our team last season and United's team last season. Let's see. Canon Fodder says controversial for some, but not for me. More than happy to see El Neni back. Martinelli deserving of a start. I saw Alex, you're doing a watch along. Go check out Canon Fodder TV. They're doing a watch along on the channel. Obviously, the game is still an hour away. Controversial for some, but not for me. I mean, it's not controversial, but it's surprising. Like I didn't expect Saka to make the bench, first of all. I didn't expect Tavares to start again over Tierney. I understand why Tavares started over the weekend, but I thought now next big away game, because Tavares didn't play that well against Liverpool, he'd bring in Tierney for this one, but he still hasn't. He's going for him again. But we've always said we need someone to back up Tierney, and I've always had people saying we need someone who can actually match up to Tierney, so that even if Tierney is not there, we don't feel it. So I think Tavares has done well for majority of the games. I also didn't expect Martinelli to start. I didn't expect who else? El Neni. I did not expect El Neni to start, but if he can do the job, it's good. But in terms of attacking now, we have to really depend on Aubameyang, Martinelli, Smith Rowe, and Odegaard. And Aubameyang has to take his chances today. You do not get that many chances in this game unless you're Liverpool, who score 4 or 5 goals every week. But any chance that comes your way, you have to score. I'm glad to see how much better our squad has gotten. Bellerin, Holding, Willian. Yeah, we had all those people starting at Old Trafford last season. And you know what? Willian did well. I think Bellerin did well, and we won the game. I mean, we kept a clean sheet in that game with Bellerin and Holding at the back. This team seems very tactical to me. Carrick is still in charge, and Ateta hasn't lost against him. And Ole, Carrick was coaching, not Ole. I mean, even if it was Ralph, I wouldn't be that scared since it is only his first game. I wouldn't be that scared even if it was Ranić in charge of their team. Obviously, would have preferred their old manager to be there. Would have preferred Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to be there. We were quite unlucky that Ole got sacked before he played them. And you don't be surprised Benitez gets sacked from Everton before he played them next Monday. We're always very unlucky. We had to face Newcastle his first game there, Eddie House. So we're always unlucky in that. But I think I have the team now. I I can put it on screen. Let's see. Who are you most okay, apart from Cristiano Ronaldo, who are you most afraid of from that United team? Apart from Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah, hoping to see that as well, tactical. Every time an Arsenal goal goes in, I'll be definitely tuning in there. There's nothing as fun as winning a game at Old Trafford. Man, you can watch YouTube, Facebook, Twitter the whole night, like just watching United fans cry. Hopefully, it's not us crying, because when you lose this game, you have to log off Twitter and YouTube for quite a while. You'll have to log out for quite a while. So let me see how far this is from my predicted lineup. My predicted lineup looked like this. Where is it? I think it was this one. I did expect Lokonga to start. I did expect Tierney to start. I actually put Aubameyang, Smith Rowe, and Martinelli, but I didn't put Odegaard. I had put Lacazette. So no Lacazette in today's game. So I'll put the main team now, the team that is actually starting on screen in account of see. There you go. So that's the team. This is the team we have in today's game. Do this. So yeah, I mean, defensively, we've seen this defense the last 3 games, so it's not too much of a shock. But El Neni, would you guys have dropped Lokonga? Do you think it's fair to drop Lokonga? Is it fair to drop Albert Sambi Lokonga? Do you think he deserved to start, or are you okay with Lokonga getting dropped? The other player is Martin Odegaard. What a game for him again. He's not really impressed us that much this season, but you know he has that quality to pick out a pass. Let's hope he can do it. He's also very good at free kicks, so let's hope he can use it. Let's hope he can actually take advantage of that. All the best to you, Martin Odegaard. All the best to you. We definitely need you in today's game. We need you in today's game. So looking at this now, I guess there's a couple of times where you'll be seeing a front two with Aubameyang and Martinelli. The funny thing with this formation is if Martinelli is actually on the right side, he will still really need to defend a lot. Thankfully, Shaw is not there. It's Tellers who's playing, but Martinelli will definitely need to come back and help Tomiyasu against Rashford, unless Tomiyasu can pocket him by himself, because Tomiyasu is capable of doing that. Then I'll be very, very glad. Smith Rowe, on that wing, it's Jadon Sancho. So I think Tavares can do well with him. I mean, this is not Liverpool. Liverpool is the team that scares the hell out of me when they have Salah, Trent, Robertson, Mannion. Like, all of them are like strikers. Chelsea as well. Chilwell, James are like strikers. You have to really watch them. But, I mean, United, I think, if you watch out for Ronaldo and Bruno Fernandes, I know Sancho's picked it up, but I'm not that concerned about the likes of McTominay and Sancho and the fullbacks, Dalot and Dallo and Telles. Now that this is a defense, this United defense, this is a defense you can take advantage of, honestly. This is a defense you can take advantage of. Telles, Maguire, Lindelof, and Diego Dallo. Aubameyang will be somewhere here. Cristiano Ronaldo will obviously be next to Gabriel and Ben White. If Arsenal can keep a clean sheet today, it means Gabriel and Ben White have kept Ronaldo quiet. That will be massive for us. That will be absolutely massive for us. If you can keep Ronaldo quiet, Cristiano Ronaldo. I watched Ronaldo playing against Arsenal like in 2007, 8, 9 there. It used to be a nightmare. It actually used to be a nightmare. So if they can keep him quiet, then we are on to something. So the weak points, Dallo, Telles, Maguire, and Lindelof, the whole back four basically. Obviously, their strong point is their goalkeeper. Even if we get past their defense, their goalkeeper is quite good and quite confident at the moment, just like Ramsdale. So again, another player we need to no soft shots from the likes of Aubameyang, no easy shots for David De Gea. We have to whip them. We have to try and get a few chances and a few goals. This season, we have not scored goals. 15 goals is not enough compared to Liverpool, who have scored 43. We are only 14 games in, and Liverpool have almost tripled the number of goals we scored. That is crazy. So I know you're not competing with Liverpool, but we need goals. We need goals, especially if we were not, if we were scoring goals, we'd have been fourth already before West Ham drew yesterday, because the only thing that was keeping us from the top four, the goal difference. West Ham have not been doing well. Tottenham have not been doing well. United have not been doing well. What a chance. You know, if, let's say we win this game, win Everton, we'll have West Ham at home, which will be hard. Let's say draw that one. We'll have Leeds again. Let's say win that one. Let's say beat Southampton at home. Get in from those 15 points, you get 13. That could easily put you in third position. Yes, we are not there to fight for the title, but the early you get the points, the better. If you get to January, second on the table, let's say, because in December, I think we have Norwich as well, those kind of games. And I think Liverpool, Chelsea start to play each other around January. If we get, let's just imagine, I'm not saying that's what it's going to be. Let's imagine we are like third position or second by January before our players go. Obviously, we'll not be talking about the title. We still know we'll drop points and these other teams will recover. But if you've created like a 10-point gap between you and United and Tottenham, you actually have margin to allow yourself to lose games. You can be like, you know what? Because we play City on New Year's Day. Oh, Happy New Year. We are playing Man City on New Year's Day. So if you play City on New Year's Day, even if you lose, you're like, you know what? We're still 7 points or 8 points ahead of Tottenham or United. That is okay as well. We still have to play those teams later on in the season. United will come to the Emirates Stadium where they never win. We'll play against Tottenham as well at their place. I mean, let's just get the wins as early as we can. Yes, so we are not going to be in the title race, but if we can get that top four, I get that top six early, get a gap between us and those other teams, then it's going to be looking good. Let me know your predictions. Mark, Fred, and Maguire with Dallo there, back four, screams Martinelli on the break. I mean, I see. I hope Arteta has noticed that, and that's why he's starting Martinelli, because Saka is fit, so he could have started as well. But I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Let's see how Martinelli and Aubameyang do. Their pace is crucial, but what are they doing after getting past the defenders is what I need to see better from the likes of Aubameyang. You need to score. Man United 1, Arsenal 2. My prediction: Emil Smith Rowe, Martinelli scoring with Sancho getting 1. The other thing, sorry to like kill your confidence even more, but have we even ever scored 2 goals at Old Trafford apart from the 2-2 draw a few years ago? I think we rarely get even more than 1 goal at Old Trafford. That's how rare it is. So if we can get a 2-0 lead in this game, I don't think, actually, I'm not kidding. I don't think we've ever been 2 goals ahead in this fixture. Never. I don't think we've ever been 2 goals ahead in this fixture at all. It's always like 2-1, 1-0, or they beat us. It's usually that close. Every time we've won there, it's been 1-0. 1-0 Overmars goal, 1-0 Wiltord goal, 1-0 Adebayo goal, 1-0 Aubameyang goal. It's always been 1-0. So it's going to be interesting. Nene says, Rosie, how are you, man? Thank you for coming on. I'm going with a 3-1 win to the Arsenal. I don't know why I feel comfortable with this squad. I mean, you're okay with Saka being on the bench? I think this is like the second time Saka is not playing against United. They're so lucky. He didn't play against them last season as well at the Emirates. So they're quite lucky. But 3-1, that's very confident. I don't think we've ever scored 3 goals at Old Trafford. We were not there in the early 90s. Most of us were not there in the early 90s, like when the Premier League started in 1992. But from all the Arsenal knowledge I know, or all the Arsenal knowledge I have, I don't think we've ever scored 3 goals at Old Trafford. This will be the first time, according to Rose. This will be the first time. Watford smashed United 4-2. I mean, Leicester smashed them by 4-1, actually. They beat them 4-1. Or Leicester beat them 4-2. Liverpool scored 5. City could have scored 5 if they wanted. They also conceded to Everton. They conceded to Aston Villa. They conceded to Southampton. United don't have a good defense. I would not be happy. I would not be talking like this if we came out of that game with 0 goals. I would not be happy. This is a game we should be getting at least 3 goals might be pushing it, but at least 2 goals. At least 2 goals, you should be getting it. It could be a game of. Would you be happy if you only had 2 chances in this game and scored 2 goals and let's say drew 2-2 or 1-1? Would you be happy with that, or do you want us to go at United and give them a hard game? Which one do you want to see? Do you want us giving them a hard game, or are you just here for the result? Would you be happy with a bad performance but a good result? Because United are very capable of that. We've seen it so many times. United play poorly and then Ronaldo scores. That's what they've been doing all season. So they are very capable of doing that to us. We could see Aubameyang missing a one-on-one, and then Smith Rowe missing, and then maybe Gabriel missing from a header. We get 4 or 5 chances, and then in the second half, Ronaldo and header goal. That could happen. That could possibly happen. That's usually how United operate. But let's hope the chances we get, we score our goals before Ronaldo comes on. Before not comes on, he's starting. Before he starts scoring the goals, before the likes of Martial come on and all those players. Never say never. Our squad has improved over the years. All I want is the 3 points tonight. Rosie, if you aren't here yet, before I did say last season in this game, we had Willian starting, we had Holding starting, we had Bellerin starting, we had who else? Like we had such a terrible squad and we still managed to beat them. This time around, we have Gabriel and Ben White. Gabriel and Ben White, if they can keep those guys quiet, Ronaldo, these 2 guys, if they can keep them quiet, then we are on to something. Also, the most important thing in this kind of games for me is to take the lead. I do not want to be 1-0 down because you now start searching for a goal, and then United are very dangerous on the break. That's how they've beaten the likes of City and Chelsea over the years. You saw how Sancho scored the goal the other day. Very quick players. If you're not careful, they're on to you. So this is why I don't mind Tomiyasu staying back. Tavares is obviously very energetic on the left side. So their fullbacks are very weak. We have to take advantage of that. And Harry Maguire is starting. One of the best captains in the whole world, Harry Maguire. We've dominated you forever in our shadow. You're a banter club, salty United fan. Let's hope later tonight. Let's hope. Let's hope they'll be crying. Let's hope the United fans will be crying. Let us hope they will be crying. So I've seen 2-1s, I've seen 3-1, I've seen 2-0, I've seen 2-2, I've seen Man United 2, Arsenal 1 from also earlier on. So I did put a poll and asked how many goals will be scored today. 2 goals. 56% says say 2 goals. So that is a 1-0, 1-1 or a 2-0 win for Arsenal, or 2-0 win for United. I think that both teams will score. Usually both teams score. This is a game that is going to end 2-1. Probably it's going to end 2-1. Hopefully it's to us and not to them. Could be a 2-2 as well. It's usually, I remember a couple of 2-2s over the years between us and United. Hopefully it's not an 8-2. Can you just imagine? Until today, 10 years later, they still show that thing on TV every single day. 8-2, Arsenal lost 8-2. Tough days, man. Wishing you luck, says B Ward. So, big game, big game, big game. We only have how many minutes to go? Around 35 minutes to go before the start of the game. So let's go through the lineup again one more time. Arsenal have Ramsdale, Tavares, Gabriel Magalhaes, Ben White, Tomiyasu at right back, Gabriel Martinelli in front of him. Again, Tomiyasu and Martinelli, they've only played 30 minutes together, and those 30 minutes they played together, Tomiyasu assisted Martinelli's goal. So let's hope for the same. Let's hope for more of the same. I'll never forget this goal from Martinelli. Let's hope they do the same today. In midfield, Thomas Partey and Elneny, the last time they played together could really have been that United game last season. And Smith Rowe on the left. Smith Rowe has been probably my favorite player this season, apart from Ramsdale. Smith Rowe has been my favorite player this season. He's always energetic. He's always scoring the goals. He's always assisting. His numbers have improved. Smith Rowe never used to score goals last season. So seeing him score those goals is very good for us. And then Martin Odegaard as the number 10. Aubameyang up front. I was watching a match build-up early on, and they were talking about Odegaard being crucial in terms of helping us keep possession and picking out those passes and getting out of tight spaces. That's what they said. So let's see how we do that. I wanted to also check United's bench. I don't know. I think it's Martial, Greenwood. I mean, Greenwood is a threat, but he's not 100%. He was sick recently. But Marcus Rashford, Sancho, Ronaldo, we have to watch that pace. We have to watch that pace. But the rest, I can see United's back six. Telles, Maguire, Lindelof, Dalot, McTominay, Fred. Even United fans don't like those guys. So we have to take advantage of it. Smith Rowe, Aubameyang. Looking at that team, I'm actually confident because Wan-Bissaka is a good tackler. Dalot, not so much. Shaw has improved since last season. This season he's dropped a bit, but Shaw from last season was spectacular. So Telles being there, I'm actually confident. I don't think we'll lose. It's looking like a draw. I'm going to predict a 2-2. I'm still going to predict a 2-2. I think Aubameyang will get on the score sheet today. I really hope he gets on the score sheet so that most Arsenal fans stop getting on his case. I want him to score. I really want him to score badly because as much as you want Aubameyang to go, as much as you want Lacazette to go, they're still with us here until May. And if you're going to get into the Champions League or back into the Europa League, we don't need this Aubameyang who's asking himself how he missed the chance. We don't need that Aubameyang. We need the Aubameyang who scored against Tottenham. He was celebrating and doing the Thierry Henry celebration. That is the Aubameyang we need. That is definitely the Aubameyang we need. This Aubameyang who was scoring goals. That is Aubameyang we need. The focused Aubameyang. We need the Aubameyang who is doing the Thierry Henry celebration. That is the Aubameyang we need today. And to be fair, the last 2 times we've gone to Old Trafford, Aubameyang has scored both times. Let's hope we can make it 3 out of 3 at Old Trafford. Big game. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. Obviously, be back with the match reaction, the player ratings as well. Let's hope they're positive. And thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. The Tottenham game is on. It's 11 minutes. 11 minutes gone, but we are not here to watch Tottenham. But just to get my mind off Arsenal and United for 20 minutes, let's see how Tottenham are doing because we need Tottenham to be losing games as well for us to have the bigger chance at top 6 and at top 4. So see you guys for the match reaction and the player ratings. Thank you for watching. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll catch up with you guys in 2 hours.